Oh, I wonder what Bethesda's doing. Let's check in. It's surely something interesting, right? Skyrim designer says Starfield's biggest problem was being a Bethesda game. Yeah, that's about right for Bethesda. I pretty much expected something as dumb as this. Please, someone, give Bethesda the so out of touch I'm in outer space award, because my god, that's the only thing they probably deserve at this point. In any case, are you ready for a classic moment where Bethesda once again is gonna blame the fans and attack us for, the ultimate sin of just wanting a non-slop, non-buggy mess, a fucking functioning game? I'm ready for it. Honestly, what else do you even expect from modern day Bethesda? It's great. Former Skyrim lead designer Bruce Nedsmith believes Bethesda may be a victim of its own success. Sure. Yeah, that's something I also believe in my nightmares. That Bethesda is successful or capable. I mean, at this moment, I'm not gonna lie. I do not expect Bethesda to do anything successful, even go bankrupt at this point. Suggesting Starfield would have been celebrated far more. Saying this implies that Starfield was celebrated in the first place, which it wasn't. Most people, the vast majority, more than 50% of people, could not get past the 2 hour mark in this game. And that's from, by the way, the achievements. I'm not making this up. I played the game sadly for a whopping 8 hours, and then regretted my life decisions greatly. More if it had launched from a different studio. That I love this is such a blatant attack on the fans. How dare you people have standards? How dare you people want good things? If Starfield was made by an indie developer with one dev, you would be happy. Well, I mean, not really, but at least we would call it impressive, because making Starfield as one dude would probably be impressive. Instead, Bethesda is a company with literally hundreds of employees that made fucking Starfield. This is a point of shame. This is a point of contempt. Speaking in an interview with Press Box PR, no idea what that is. Nesmith said expectations, Jesus, around Bethesda release have reached a point where even popular games struggle to escape comparisons with the studio's past. Yes, that is called having standards. Most of us, I know there's a couple of slop YouTubers. Now, I'm not gonna name names, obviously. Mr. Maddie, Skill Up, Fixtra Life, Vesnemo, Juicehead. Not gonna name names, obviously. Oh, but YouTubers like that, obviously, they don't have standards. They just go after. Oh, Luke Steffens. Can't forget about Lukey, obviously. Yes, they don't have standards, so they will not compare Bethesda's modern day slop with the old good stuff. Okay? To escape comparing with the studio's past. While the sci-fi RPG launched to a solid sales that didn't exist because it's all Game Pass. They literally never said sales because sales don't exist. It was just players because it was day one Game Pass, which, by the way, Xbox admitted is a disaster for profitability. Sales and generally frownable reviews. Mostly frownable reviews, not generally. He suggests a reception was shaped less by what it was and more by who made it. Well, to be honest, Bethesda made it, and Bethesda makes trash, so that's not actually true. The game was very much shaped by Bethesda's pure and unadulterated incompetence. So that's just a lie, I guess. Hype hurt Bethesda's games, says Skyrim dev. There was no hype around Starfield almost. Even when before Starfield got released, Bethesda had at least still a seemingly decent reputation. The negative videos I made about Starfield because the gameplay looked ass and everything looked dull and bad, Those videos got barely 50% negative dislikes. Nowadays, I make a negative Starfield video and it's like 95% positive. I make a negative Bethesda video in general, it's 95% typically positive like ratio. That's because no one supports Bethesda anymore, because Starfield was pretty much the final nail in the coffin for people to abandon Bethesda. And because of Starfield, by the way, people are not expecting Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5 to be good games. They're expecting, at best, lukewarm shit. And I'm not kidding. Like, most people are, like, tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, by the way. Tell me you are currently expecting and hoping for a really good Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5. No, most people are going to comment and say, yeah, I don't expect Bethesda to do anything reasonable. Because no one does. Bethesda's in the bad position of having expectations being so high they cannot be met. The expectations are not actually that high, to be completely honest. Bethesda currently is barely managing to, well, fulfill basic criteria to be even considered games. Managing expectations is the number one thing a good marketing department has to do, he said. Now, a marketing department is supposed to make hype and not care about anything else because the game developers are supposed to make the game good. You did neither. Let's take a look at Starfield. Let's assume that that a new studio had put out Starfield. If it's a AAA studio, it would be shit. If it's a AA studio, it would be shit. If it's an indie development done by a single person, people would be impressed that he got so much done, honestly, but it still would not find success because people would not like it. Okay? I love how these people, these journalists and these companies in general are always trying to gaslight us. Dude, stop trying to intellectually insult me and everyone else. We're not stupid. I know you wish we were idiots, but no, we're not stupid. We know that you're lying. We know that you're trying to insult us. We know that you're trying to gaslight us in the fact that the problem is not the shitty quality of the game, it's the fans. It's the fans. Stop. I suspect it would be talked about like the second coming lies, but because it was released by Bethesda, the expectations were so high that it was seen differently. Despite the mixed discourse around the game, there's no mixed discourse. The discourse is Starfield is horrible, trash, and no one likes it. Go on YouTube, Google Starfield, show me a single positive video about Starfield that got released in the past month. I think I can find one, and even that video seems just like AI fucking slop. Nesmith was clear that his view, that he views Starfield positively overall. Of course he does. Starfield is a good game. No, it's not. It's a very good game. These people. Everyone hates Starfield. No one plays it. Everyone absolutely despises it. And these people are like, oh no, it's actually a good game. You just didn't put 50 hours in it and get into New Game Plus 7, because that was a real thing that shills were propagating when Starfield released. That the game is only good when you spend 40 hours in it and you are in New Game Plus 5. Oh my god. I wish I was making this stuff up, but the situation is unironically that sad, honestly. It's just not the game that people expected it to be, he said. Surely true. The same pressure now looms over future projects like the Elder Scrolls 6, yes, and and Fallout 5, yes, because we know that Bethesda is incapable. Bethesda made Starfield and it sucked. Then Bethesda doubled down on these same ideas, but made a handmade planet and locations through Starfield Shattered Space, the expansion, and people hated that even more. Modern day Bethesda is incompetent on every level. There is nothing good to be said about them. So yes, people are afraid that Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be bad and Fallout 5 is going to be bad. In fact, they're not afraid. Most people have already made up their mind and are expecting nothing. Okay? The idea that some magic man on the internet, that's me. Some magic man on the internet just says, heard their Starfield bad, and suddenly everyone in the world is like, oh, this clown on the internet said Starfield bad. Better believe him. That doesn't happen. I wish I had this much power to just tell people what to do, because I would tell them to sell their houses and give all the money to me. Baller move, by the way. Please do it. But that's not true. I can't just gaslight my audience into believing, oh, actually, Starfield's really good. You're just a chud and you don't understand. Jesus Christ, it's so pathetic. Now going back Elder Scrolls 6, now going back to Elder Scrolls 6, they have the same problem. But they also have the advantage of having done Elder Scrolls 5, 4, 3, and 2. I have no idea why does that matter. But yeah, hidden points to past launches is proof that the studio has delivered under similar scrutiny before. Have they? After Oblivion, they were very there were very sky high expectations. Skyrim met with expectations, then followed. I don't know about this. I don't know if the expectations were so sky high for Skyrim and whatnot. I don't know if it was true for. Well, Fallout 4 was a departure from the greatness of Fallout New Vegas, so that's true. But people didn't have sky high expectations. Fallout 4 was still a decent game overall. Yes, it lacks a lot that we liked about New Vegas, but still, I mean, we're not just bashing it as a horrible game. We're objectively saying Fallout 4 has issues, and all of these issues shouldn't exist considering the previous track record of Bethesda. So how do they exist? We don't even know. And Starfield just has doubled down with these issues, with Emil Pagliarino at its head calling people who dislike the game stupid. Yeah, I mean, it's not surprising. By the way, stick around because I think the High Guard developers are botting their own game, which is kind of hilarious. Anyway, Starfield sucks, Bethesda is bad, water is wet. Bye!